Hi. Okay. I don't know if you can see how disgusting I look right now. I haven't had as much water as I need. I think I've had maybe 3 or 4 cups. Today is not my normal dance vlog. Today I am strictly talking strong nation. For those of you who don't know what that is, it is Zumba strong. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's Zumba's version of HIIT exercises, but they call it HIIT, HITT, instead of HIIT because it's tempo training. So it's HIIT exercises to music and other styles, Tabata and martial arts and stuff like that. So I look terrible. I don't have the energy to shower. I'm out of food and water. And I'm like, Mom, can you bring me something? Anything. I'll even take a donut from your freezer, please. I need something with sugar. But I don't really have a sugar craving. I just wanted a donut. I thought I deserved it. But Strong Nation, oh my God. I don't know if it's like this for everybody. I had an extremely good experience. I probably should have gotten dressed for this video, but I want you to see, like, I'm a mess. It is a long day, and I don't know if it's just like that with my teacher, because I've taken other Zumba courses. I'm Zumba Basic 2, Zumbini 3, and all Zumba stuff. So I took other Zumba courses, and sometimes they like to start late and cut it short, and they try to get around certain things, whatever. Zumba's not hard. Most of the people that want to be a teacher can already do Zumba. They've taken Zumba classes and they enjoy it, kind of a thing. So this Strong Nation is kind of the same. They've taken it, or they just want to get paid to exercise. I don't know why, but for me, so it was a great experience because it was the best training I have had with Zumba. I had a good Zumba instructor for my basic Zumba. She was a good instructor and it was informative and everything, but I still felt a little bit like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just going to try everything in 1,000 different ways. So they have other types of training for virtual and leadership and all of this stuff that you can take. But so it's like a school. It's like a trade school. You pay for these courses, depending on how advanced you want to get. So this Zumba Strong Nation course was started at, it was supposed to start, I think, at 8:30. So I think it started at 8:30 a.m. here, PST. Doesn't matter where. 8:30 a.m. to I think we ended a little after 4, like 4:15, 4:20. It was a full day. We got, I don't know if it was half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, a break in the middle. And it's 5 minutes here and there to go to the restroom, 15 minutes, whatever, to go to the restroom. But so in the first half, you do a Strong Nation class. So she shows you the formations, the choreography, the HIIT exercises, everything you're supposed to be doing, and she makes you do it first, right? So you go through that. You exercise for an hour. It's a full hour, and it's hard. Sorry to say, it's hard. I didn't have I didn't go grocery shopping this week. I get grocery delivery, but it's never enough food, so I always have to go to the grocery store anyways. So all I had to eat was a protein shake and an apple. That's what I ate until lunchtime, and I didn't have any food, so I microwaved a potato and had another protein shake. That's all I had throughout the whole day. And so you exercise for the hour. I'm not going to tell you how the whole thing goes. Okay. This is not really a review. I'm just telling you that I had a really good experience, but I'm a mess. I'm a total mess right now. I stink. I don't have the energy to take a shower. I'm probably just going to go to sleep at 6:20. I'm probably going to go to sleep in an hour. But people who teach that course probably do it 2-3 times a day. But we have to do the movements in training. For training, you have to do this all day long. Okay, and it's like that in Zumba too. Zumba is the same sort of class. What do you call it? Schedule. So they talk to you, tell you what's going on. You do a exercise class for an hour, and then you sit down and you talk about what they're going to do next, and then they show you everything one by one by one by one, take you through each segment. And so you get to sit down for maybe 15 minutes, and then you're up exercising. You sit down for maybe 15 minutes, you're up exercising. You sit down 15 minutes, you're up exercising. And so the second half, after the class, you have time to change. I guess I changed out of my sweaty clothes, and because I knew what was coming next. But in case you don't know, you get to change and prepare to sweat again. So you go through all the training, and it's just a long, sweaty day. I don't know if you've ever been to those exercise conventions where you go and you watch the people, if you've been to a Zumba cruise or whatever. I don't know that you have to be a Zumba teacher to go on those, but a lot of people go. And so anyway, it was a really good experience. The teacher was really nice. I'll tell you her name. You can look her up and go follow her and stuff. What is it? Kelly Bullard. Kelly Bullard. She's on Instagram, Facebook, Zumba. You can find her on Zumba.com. But she's an incredible, Zumba, and she's Zumba and Zumba strong. So she's really good instructor, informative and knowledgeable and detail oriented. She tells you everything you need to know. It's a lot of information. So if you're going to take the class, try to take it with this person. It's the only Strong Nation course that I've taken so far, so she's the only one I know. But she's the one that I like. So I would continue to look for her for other courses. I have my favorite Zumba instructor too. I guess they call them Zesses, the people who teach the instructors. So she's one of those, obviously. What am I saying? Like, can you see my makeup is splotchy? I don't know if it's in HD, but I look like a map on my face. Like makeup here and makeup not here and everything. But why did I wear makeup? I had to because I knew this happened. This happens, right? You have to put on eyebrows or eyeliner. Be presentable, because by the end of the day, you're just a total mess. That's just how I feel about it. So I just made dinner, got out of class, and begged my mom for a donut, and she says no. Okay, so I make a soup out of everything that's in my refrigerator, all the leftover. My potatoes were starchy. I wash my potatoes. I take some of the skins off. I cut the potatoes. And you know how some potatoes, they get that soapy, like it looks like they're soapy. They're like sudsy and gross. That's the kind of, russet potatoes don't really do that, but the little red ones, the little white ones, sometimes they do that. So these potatoes got sudsy on me. And I put them in the soup, in the water. This has got nothing to do with Strong Nation. I put them in the water. And all these bubbles, and I start freaking out. Oh my God, I'm cooking soap. Like, how am I supposed to eat this if in my mind I'm thinking it's soap? I tried so hard, just not. I tasted the suds. Is it soap? Like, is it soap for my sink? Ew. It didn't taste like anything. So the more it boiled, the more sudsy it got. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my potatoes. But I hate putting potatoes in soup. I like rice in my soup. I like using the crispy rice, the Asian style crispy rice. That's my favorite, sizzling rice soup. That's besides the point. But the Strong Nation class was so good, I had to have 2 bowls of potato soup. I put other stuff, zucchini, tomato, onion. I'm vegan, if you don't know that. But there's no chicken stock or anything. It's just vegetables and water. But I put too much garlic and pepper, so like burn my mouth off. Whatever. Anyway, best Zumba Strong Nation class. And it ended at 4. She wanted to end it at 6, but there was nothing else to do. We went through everything. She got everything done. Nobody had any questions. We all just wanted to go to bed. We're like, are we done? But Zumba Strong is powerful. Okay, I want to tell you this. I had a 6-pack at one point in my life. I'm getting it back right now, but I had a 6-pack. It was one of those like hardcore punch me in the stomach. It's rock. Rock. Like, I was hard. That sounded bad. But anyway, it was really like I was in pain. What I want to tell you is that 6-packs are not all they're cracked up to be. It was pain and bloating all of the time. If you weren't bloated, you were like hungry, just hungry all the time, hungry, and there's no food to eat because you're working. So you're drinking loads of water, because the only other option where I worked was like soda. And I don't drink soda, and I don't eat meat, and I don't eat cheese. Where I worked, there was nothing to eat. I couldn't eat. So I was just getting really slim. And my job was a lot of lifting of things that were 10 pounds, but because I was so strong, I was lifting 3 at a time. So it was like 30 pounds that I was lifting regularly all day long. It sounds like, yeah, right, it's not all day. It's all day long, okay? The job that I had was literally lifting all day long. A small amount of weight, not that big of a deal. It's like if you have a baby and you put him on your back or carry him around, walking around. The music is kind of like that, but it's every day. And I would go home, and my exercise of choice was HIIT exercises, traditional HIIT exercises, usually under 20 minutes. I didn't like the 45 minutes was too much. I was like, they're crazy. You can't do this for 45 minutes. It's ridiculous. I want to do this every day of my life for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do it for 45 minutes. So, plus my job and everything. And so I did it for like under 20 minutes, sometimes only 10 or 12 is all you need, really. just for strength training. And I would lift basic light weights under 15 pounds, 5, 10, 15. That's all I used. For lunges, basic curls, nothing too special. I had a six pack. My shoulders, like my arms, my shoulders were like strong. But my legs got super skinny. I lost so much muscle because I was a vegan, because I wasn't eating enough protein. I didn't have the money for protein shakes, although I had a job. I just wasn't, I think I just wasn't doing it right. So I just felt I was in pain a lot. I was exhausted. I have naturally a lot of energy, so I was capable of doing all of this stuff, but I kind of hit a breaking point where I was like, yeah, I've had it. I need a break. Like, my body is tired. So I was injured. And even though I was injured, I was still I broke one finger on one hand and I cut part of my finger off on another hand. I was still lifting 10-pound weights. Not supposed to do that. I was still doing that. They healed. I'm fine. But that's when I was like, I'm crazy. Like, what is this, exercise anorexia? I'm not sure. So I just quit. I was done. That was it. I just need to stop. I need to stop and realize my life. So that's what happened. I stopped for about 6 months. I was just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I can't. I have so much energy. I was on the computer 24/7. I was creating. I'm an artist, so I was creating 24/7. If I don't do something with my body, I'm doing something with my mind. And if you're using your body, you're probably using your mind, you know? So it's like, what am I going to do with myself? You know, like, I'm just not ready to slow down. So I ended up getting another crappy job. At that point, what I should have done, because I was so experienced with HIIT exercises, I should have joined Strong Nation. But I was like, oh, it costs money. And what if nobody pays me? What if I can't get a job? What if it's too hard? What if I don't do it right? Blah, 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 blah. I convinced myself out of it. But I did think about it. And instead, I got a job at a candy shop. So I gained some weight. And I was like, can't do this anymore. I've told this story before. Long story short, I got a job at a gym. And it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I was working in a gym. I had free gym membership. So I started lifting heavier weights on my legs to gain my muscle back. And I did start purchasing a vegan protein powder. So I was taking protein. I was lifting heavier on my legs, being a little bit more careful about how much I work my body. And my muscle grew. So my legs, you don't believe that can happen to you, but too many HIIT exercises with light weights on your legs is going to make you lose mass and muscle, fat, mass, muscle on your legs. You'll get slimmer legs. It's possible to change your body type. I know people say that it's not, but it happened to me. And it's not some magical thing. It was really my diet and exercise. I think the amount of lifting that I was doing with my upper body made me get a stronger upper body. And I definitely felt stronger in my upper body. It felt a little bit unbalanced. So I had to do something. I went to the gym. This story is going to come back to Strong Nation. Hold on. I went to the gym. I was lifting heavier. My legs were getting stronger, but it wasn't enough. I need a hobby. I was bored as hell at home. I was creating so much, but I came to a stop in some of my projects. If I'm going to do these things myself, I have to have certain skills. So I took up dancing, and I took the most expensive dancing, but I have other reasons. I've told this story in my other vlogs why I started ballroom dancing rather than just going to take tap $40 a month or whatever, which is easier. Tap is easier. I've taken tap before. I've been in all of the dances. There's not a dance I haven't taken classes for, okay? But I kind of got to intermediate in tap, and I quit because $40. I didn't realize it's one of the cheaper classes that you can take, but I didn't have the money for it, so I had to quit. Blah, blah, blah. I keep getting off the subject. That's why this is live. Actually, when you do lives, a piece of advice, I do have a subject matter, and I wanted to tell you about all of this, but you have to have written down like the order you're going to go into. Anyway, so I just have reasons to take ballroom, and you can look that up in my other videos if you're interested. But so I take ballroom, and the first couple months was just, even though I was taking the Lindy Hop dance, which is a lot of jumping around, it's like cardio, and I was worrying on my teachers. They're like, oh God, this girl who wants to like run around and jump around like a little child, why is she coming here? So I was like, but it's so much fun. And they found out that I had 2 jobs and how much work that I did. And they're like, wow, like she has a lot of energy. But it takes a while for somebody to really realize that about themselves, how much energy they actually have. So the dancing in the beginning, when you're just a beginner in ballroom, is, if you have experience in dance, it's really boring. You have to take up the specialty dances that you've never heard of before to keep yourself interested, and then just learn the basics of everything else until you graduate. So I was doing that for a long time, but my favorite part about ballroom, I'll just say, is the performing, the amount of performing. I don't know how it is in other dance studios, but we literally perform every month. There's something happening, even through quarantine. So, but anyway, Strong Nation. Coming back to Strong Nation, or Zumba. I've never had more. When I was doing HIIT exercise, like I said, I had a breaking point. I was too exhausted. I was exhausted. I couldn't work as much as I wanted to. I was getting injured at work. But when I took up dancing as exercise and incorporated it with my lifting, even though I was lifting heavy on my legs, it supposedly is harder to dance. Don't be fooled, okay? I have seen large, muscular, heavy weight lifters dancing rhythmic dances, Latin rhythms, salsa, bachata, with good technique. And I mean, technique is technique. Your body type doesn't matter. You could have literally no shape, or you could have huge, gigantic muscles, as long as you know how to move. So don't be fooled. There's a lot of myths about exercise and dancing. One of them is that if you have big muscles, you can't dance. It's not true. It's not true. You need muscles to dance. So anyway, I incorporated the dance as exercise because it took up the Lindy Hop, which is very jumpy. So what I realized is how I had, after about 6 months of performing and the events and taking 2 lessons a week, after 6 months of that, I realized I actually have more energy, so much energy that the next winter I got 2 jobs again. I worked 2 jobs, but I was also training for a competition. 2 jobs, training for a competition at my age. I mean, what am I thinking, right? But it didn't wear me out. So this dancing thing, there's something to it. What they offer Zumba at my dance studio. So I was like, I should take Zumba classes for added exercise. Oh, I really need it. I don't need it. But I was like, I probably can. I have a really mean mother who constantly tells me that I eat too much, and I could eat the whole, like when we buy groceries for the week, I could eat all the week's food in a day. That's how much I can eat, but that's how much energy I burn. That's what I mean. So, but she's like, you're gonna get that at some point in time. It's gonna catch up to, like, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe someday, but not right now. So anyway, the dancing thing, there's something to it. I took these Zumba classes. Like, I've taken Zumba before, and I like it. I've always liked it. And obviously I was gonna do it before, but I was like, why am I not doing that? Why have I wasted all my time in these jobs that are not really doing anything for me when I could just be doing this? So, big bright idea. I've been wasting a lot of time in my life not doing Zumba. So I took a Zumba course and decided to become a teacher because I've never had more energy in my life since I started dancing. Well, always energetic, but the jobs, after a while, HIIT exercises and everything kind of wears you out. So the Strong Nation, where I took this course today, 8 hours. I'm going to tell you, my phone is ringing. I'm going to tell you this little secret. And I'm not telling you like this is the way it is, okay? It's just, for me, this is what happened. This is what I noticed. Today in Strong Nation, it was 8 hours, 4 hours of just straight exercise, and I was pooped. And I'm a mess. Look at me, I'm a mess, right? I stink, and my ankles hurt, and everything is like I need a stretch. I need a good stretch and a foam roll. But the class was over. I cooked myself some potato soup. And while I was waiting for the potato soup, I found that I had this need to like walk it out, walking, just all around. I was picking up stuff and like cleaning the house and stuff. And I didn't realize like how much, if I just stopped cleaning, I did this. I was like, I'm going to stop cleaning for a minute. And I had this like physical need to keep moving, because even though everything was hurting, it felt better to move. So that's all I'm saying, is that when something is done in sort of dance form or a rhythmic, the way the body is that there's something about it for me that just, it makes you want to keep doing it. I don't know. I really like it. Probably just that I really like it, but I didn't feel that extreme drop of energy that I feel when I do my HIIT exercises I've been doing on my Instagram, just regular HIIT exercises. I got back into it and I was like, oh, I'll do this too, as well as Zumba, because I need some strength training and stuff, whatever. It's so boring. I mean, it's boring to watch. I was watching these videos and I've watched other Instagrammers post exercise videos. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but it's always boring. I know what that is. I know what a lunge is. I know what that is. I know what that is. But I still watch it. That's the thing. But it's still just incredibly boring. When you compare it to something like Zumba or Strong Nation, it's incomparable. That's all I'm saying. But also the amount of energy that this stuff gives you is like something you can't experience anywhere else. I don't know what else. Dancing. So I've never had more energy than when I started with Zumba. The more I do Zumba, the easier choreography gets for me. It helps me in my dancing. With my technique, it helps me with my stamina. And now I'm going to be building a little bit more strength, muscle conditioning with the strong. So it's a better option for me. And I just wanted to tell everybody about that. But this teacher, maybe it was just the teacher. Maybe I got lucky today. I had a really good instructor, Kelly Boulard. Look her up on Zumba. This is a long live. That's my story. But so obviously you've seen what I'm doing on the Babel reel. When I get a teacher that when I get a good teacher, if you go and watch the Babel reel, you'll see what my instructor is capable of. My instructors, Bobby and Wes, what they're capable of. And these are the people that I learned from. So when I get a good instructor, I really notice the difference, number one, but I feel like this is the only person I'm going to take classes from ever. So I'm going to be taking her Aqua Zumba course. She gives Aqua Zumba courses too. So I'm going to be doing that because that's one of the things that I want to learn. And another one of my favorite instructors is one of the top dogs, actually. Not just Beto. Beto, obviously, is number one, but the founder of Zumba, if you don't know that. But Barbara Klontz, this tall, long and tall blonde lady. She's blonde now. I think she's naturally brunette, but she has short blonde hair now. And these people, they're just really fun, and they make everything easy to understand and fun, and you can tell that they love their job. So I love being around people like that, like Wesley. And when you talk to Bobby about salsa, he gets like this gleam in his eye. If you can't tell now because we wear masks, but he has a really great smile. So it just is like everything just brightens up when you talk to him about salsa. I'm like, oh my God. But that happens to these Zumba instructors. So I hope one day, I mean, I'm getting older, but I hope that I'm like that already. I hope that I'm like that when I got too close and you see all my ugliness. I'm sorry. I can't help it that it doesn't come off. I put on so much powder. It doesn't come off, but this is how hardcore this exercise was today. It's almost all off. You ask Wesley how much makeup I wear. It's ridiculous. If you do this to my skin, it gets on your nail, but it's still on my face. That's how much makeup I wear. And today, it's just like, but it's not hard. It's not, I don't want to discourage people who maybe aren't as in good shape as I am. But because I think that you can do this, you can do it if it's something that you enjoy. Take a class first, see if you like it. But if it's something that you think that you can do, don't let anybody tell you no. Just go try it out. You take the course. It costs you money to take the course, but you have that knowledge and that skill forever because you get a book. You can download it on your computer and print it out, and you'll have that information forever, and it's cheap. To go to college for fitness and exercise, a lot of people do that because they want to be in CrossFit, they want to teach bodybuilders, they want to work at a gym, they want to own a gym or whatever the case, whatever they want to do, it's in fitness. They go to college and they pay a lot of money. But if you have this sort of simple idea, I just want to teach, instruct people how to exercise in a class form, this could be a good thing for you. So don't let anybody discourage you. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's it's like a day at a fun park for me. That's the way I would describe it. Like if you're going to pay $99 to go to Great America, that's what they used to call it. Let's say Disneyland. I'm too old for Disneyland, but Disneyland or Universal Studios. Why wouldn't you pay $150 for this when you can have it forever? So yeah, and some of the classes are more expensive than that, but you can get deals, discounts for whatever. And that is my story. Great class. Best course I've had since I started with Zumba. Really good instructor. So informative. I learned about things that I should have been told about in my first class, but I wasn't. You think you get that much information from the basic courses because there's not a lot. It's too basic. So you think that they tell you all of that, but I don't know, maybe they did and I forgot, whatever. So I just really excited right now and I can't stop talking about it. Can you tell? Like I just fell in love with Zumba. Okay. Bye.